Good morning and welcome in for another video. Myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. Today, we're doing quite a bit of running around this morning. 7 AM start, so it's a little bit of a lie-in compared to yesterday. Connected up to this trailer, we're taking it over to STC so it can get its service done. Picking up trailer 33, bringing it back to the yard here, dropping it in the yard, picking up one of the container trailers. Then I do believe we're taking that trailer with the container on to get emptied over at Widnes. Luckily for us, STC is literally only round the corner. So I'm just coming out of here nice and slow. Nearly forgot to set the ride height. Don't want to be forgetting that. Not going near any bridges or anything, but it's best to be on the safe side, isn't it? Hopefully trailer 33 is actually ready to be collected. Should be. And it looks to be one miserable day looking at the sky. I think it's going to hammer it down later on. I believe it's meant to be quite bad rain over the weekend as well. Hopefully not. Oh, a little bit of a rough sleep last night. Little man came in about 11:30, 11:45, and then just instantly went into Bruce Lee mode, like kicking the crap out of my back all night, trying to stretch out. He sleeps like a bloody starfish. He's only 3 years old, bless him. So I keep picking him up, putting him back into his bed, then 20 minutes later he'll get up, come back stumbling, looking like the Walking Dead as he kicks the door open. Bless him. Yeah, we're looking at the paper though today. It looks to be a really easy day. I don't really want to say what can go wrong, like, but hopefully nothing could go wrong. STC, I think it's Stockport Trucking Services. No, that's STS. What's the C stand for actually? I'll have a look at that in a minute when I get there. I know it's Stockport Trucks. Not really been using them too long. I've only been using them for a few weeks. Seems to be quite good, to be fair. I went there last week before I went to London. I had to get one of the hoses changed over, the couplings, and it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. Got in, spoke to the guy, no problems whatsoever. Just came out, fixed it, and then off I went. So they do seem to go out of the way for you, which is good really, because he could have turned around and started complaining and said, "Oh, it's not booked in," etc. Right, so that's that job. And then collecting this one, taking it back to the yard. I think that's all I've got planned. I'm not too sure if the trailer is loaded. I presume the container trailer is loaded. Can't see myself taking an empty trailer there. So I'm just talking to myself at the moment, just planning a route for a little bit later on. Take the third exit. I'm going down to Haydock, and it's pretty much next door to Booker's where we're going. I can't believe today is the 30th of May already. Where has the year gone? It's the 1st of June on Sunday. It's just gone so fast, hasn't it, this year? Literally a blink and you miss it type moment. Alright, second exit. It's just up ahead. Then that might do me there. Trailer is to be dropped off there, and we're picking up this one next to it. And back to the yard we'll go. First task done for today. Taking a little bit longer than expected though. Connected up, doing my vehicle checks for the trailer, and there was a little bit of an air leak coming from where the couplings were, so I thought, oh, not again, don't say it's mine. Well, it's not, it's on the trailer itself. It just came loose, one of the connections, it just had to be like pushed back in, so it's all right. It's part of the tubing for where the air comes through for the trailer itself. I can't really explain it, to be honest with you, I'm not a mechanic. It's even easier to get back to the depot from here, straight down these slanks, and we're there. Back at the yard, trailer's parked up. Now we're just coming over to this side right here so we can do the vehicle checks on this trailer. Some of the things we're looking for on these skeleton trailers, obviously when we connect up we've got to check the electrics, but first of all make sure they're all locked in position, these little twist locks. Called twist locks because the twist to lock into position. Simple as that, and that is all that holds these onto the trailer, believe it or not. 4 of them, 1 in each side, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Next up, this metal bar, we need to pull it out. Simply unhinge that side, same again on that side, and then just drag it out. And on the sides, got a little hole there, so pretty much putting them straight back in. That's locked in position. Let's go around and do our secondary checks. Still need to do the legs, but making sure all the positions are locked the way they should be. And down here on this little switchboard, we've got the brake. So we're going to push that one in for the brake. Make sure that's still out because that's the shunt. Only if we're shunting you push that in and that, but so that just ignore it unless you're shunting around the yard. So brake on. Make sure that one is pulled out, because that represents this pin, to make sure it's locked in position. But because we've got a trailer with a container on, it's not going to shunt on its own like short on our stretch because it's locked in position. But it's always good to double check over here to make sure the pin is where it should be, and that's out. Hopefully that made sense, because it sounded quite complicated when I was trying to explain it myself. I was thinking, you're going too far in depth here, Darren. Just keep it basic. Keep it basic. That's all we need to do. So yeah, black pin, make sure it's out. I've also got to leave the engine running currently, so the air pressure can build up. You can hear it creaking a little bit, and they're getting raised up a little bit. They'll probably come up to about here, give or take. And of course, let's not forget the reg plate off the old trailer and stick it onto the new one. And off we go with our new trailer and container connected over to our witness depot. One thing that always gets me with containers though is the noises they make. They creak and bang a lot, the skeleton trailers, and it just puts you on edge a little bit, thinking, is that connected correctly? is that the way it should be? Am I missing something? You start double questioning it in your head. But they're normal, don't worry. It's normal to have a little bit of creaking with these ones. Right then, the time is just gone 8:30. We should be at our witness depot for about 9:15. And I do believe one of our other drivers, Jeff, he's also got a container to get unloaded over at our witness depot. So I might be in a little bit of a queue before they start unloading myself. Hopefully it's going to be a quick unload, because we're all on pallets. It shouldn't really take more than an hour really. That's a little bit of an antique there, isn't it? Don't see many of them around. Slight change to a plan. Taking a little bit longer than expected to get unloaded. I think they had a bit of an issue with one of the forklifts, and the pallets, the way they're loaded up lengthways, so there's two on each side but double stacked at the same time. So they had to get forks with longer fork reach, lift them up, take them out. It's taken a little bit longer than planned to unload them. So instead of waiting around, they had an empty trailer in the yard. I've connected it to the empty trailer. I'm off to Knowsley now, make 2 collections from some of our clients around the corner from each other. So I'll make them 2 collections, go back to Ashton, empty off, drop the empty trailer, come back up solo. Jeff, in the meantime, once he's finished getting unloaded, he's going to put his container trailer outside the yard, bring mine inside the yard, get unloaded. So by the time I get back, my trailer with the container has been unloaded. I connect up to the container and then go to the docks and do an exchange. Currently, anyway, that could still change. It just depends on how busy we are in certain areas, because sometimes we have to be pulled off from what we're doing to help out somebody else who might be a little bit struggling behind with the collections. We need to make sure all the collections have been completed by the clients. That's the main thing. That's a little bit of a long trailer. I'm probably going to say it's about a trailer and a half in length. It's one of the stretchy ones. Wonder where they're off to. For us to get to Knowsley from where we are now, I'm going to say it's going to be about a half-hour drive, give or take, depending on traffic. Quite a nice and easy one to get to though. Straight up the M57, cut through the estate. We've got lots of roadworks going on at the moment, so that's where the delay is going to be caused. And to be honest, it saves me waiting around. If I can go off, do a couple of collections, and then come back for the empty container, then it just makes sense really, doesn't it, as an operation. Otherwise, I'm sat there where stuff's not really getting collected, is it? do hope everybody had a great weekend. Just been checking the weather. It's meant to be alright actually on Saturday. So if that's the case, I might do some painting in the back garden. I need to paint the office. It's been on a to-do list for a while, good few weeks. Replaced all the front myself, done all the decking, managed to get the decking painted, so that's good. But now I need to start painting the office and some other bits of the fence panelling as well in the back garden. I think I might be going for light grey. And then when I get the opportunity, we need to start redecorating for Albie's room. Let's go in next on the list. He's currently obsessed with, well, he loves monster trucks. He used to be completely obsessed with monster trucks, but it's not so much anymore. It's been taken over now by Pokemon. So he wants a Pokemon themed room. And I've been looking online actually, it looks really, really cool. Some of the things you can do, because I've got the MetaQuest 3 and there's an app on it, I think it's called like Contour or something, and you can use it for painting memorials and stuff, or like wall art. So if you see an image that you like, say on Google, you can download the image, put it up there, and then you can apply like a stencil to the wall that you're going to be drawing on, and then you can use the VR as like a projector, so you can stencil around the images, and then when you do the painting you just colour it in and stuff, so you can do all the painting yourself. Hopefully it turns out alright, because I'm not really the best artist and I hate painting. I really hate painting, but for this type of thing I think it might be quite fun to do, you know, using a bit of VR to try and bring something to like art on the wall. I think it'd be quite cool the way to do it. Never tried it before, but we'll see how it goes. The wind is definitely picking up a little bit. A little bit like so. Oh, the buckle's stuck. That's a bit better. Sometime later now, and it's currently coming up to 11:45 already. Looks to be enough space at the top luckily to spin around. Going to be collecting about 8 pallets here. Normally loads of cars parked all over this place, so I caught it at the perfect time by the looks of it. Move back a little bit so there's enough space. That should do about there. Job's a good one. That's everything collected from here. Now I just need to make our way down to Ashton. It's currently 12:20, so I need to try and pull up somewhere, take my break, take a 45, get unloaded at Ashton, and then solo back to Widnes to get our original trailer. Hopefully it's been tipped by now.
Your schedule has changed and you have been rerouted. You should now head towards Crest Medical, Unit 5, Howley Lane, Warrington, Cheshire, WA12 Peterbike.
Oh wait.
To make a collection,
That's...
advise you pull over as soon as possible and review the new schedule.
Just spoke to Mike in the office and the schedule's changed now from the original plan. The containers are going to be getting cancelled until Monday because there was another 1 or 2 to be collected, so they're going to put it back now until Monday instead, which means I'm coming back here to the 2 clients that I've just made the collections from, and it's going to be another trailer full. So nice and easy, straight down to Ashton, then come back up this way. A little bit of a change of plan, which kind of makes sense, to be honest with you. Instead of trying to rush around, do the containers, he's getting put back until Monday. Jeff's still doing what he's doing, but my one has been put back till Monday, so there's not much of a rush. As the time is currently 12:30, we need to make sure all the collections get done for the clients so they can get delivered for Monday morning. The plan of action then, once I've ticked off, I need to, with this empty trailer, go straight to Warrington. It's by Warrington town centre, and I'm collecting 17 pallets from one of our clients. Time's just hit 2:30. Trailers are emptied, everything's all delivered now to the hub. We've had our break as well, and we're currently down in Ashton. The next job, as I mentioned earlier, is going to be 27 pallets all in all, and it's over by Warrington town centre. And unfortunately, the traffic around the Ashton area, because of roadworks, is completely gridlocked. It's taken a little bit longer than what it normally would do to get here, and instead of going through Ashton, going around the estate, getting back onto the main road, and then back onto the M6, travelling southbound on the M6. Debating now which way to go. I think jumping onto the M62 and then down Winnick Road, I think that might be the best option for us. It's quite a tricky one to get to be fair. It's where it is. I can either go down the M6, come off near Lim Services and then go down through Latchford. That's one of the options. But I'm thinking going down Winnick Road towards Warrington Town Centre and go that way. That's not really a good sign that there's no traffic on the other side of the road. Ah, here they all are now. I wonder what's happened there. It feels like there was a lane closed there. Don't know why the radio just turned itself on, but it felt like a bit of a road closure then. There was nothing on the road whatsoever, then all of a sudden everything comes through. I've got to come back in all this a little bit later on as well. Not exactly ideal with the traffic, but however, I need to come off at pretty much the next junction. So I'm just going to have to sit in it for now. And I've come up with a different idea to get there, which is changing quickly actually, because originally I was going to come off at Woolston and go up Manchester Road to there, but with the traffic being the way it is, I think I'm going to go back to option 1, which was going down Winnick Road instead off the M62. I think it's going to be a little bit quicker doing that instead of sitting in all this traffic. And unfortunately, when there's an accident on the M6, the whole of Warrington pretty much comes to a standstill as well. Hopefully we should still be there before 3:30. With any luck, Winnick Road's going to be nice and clear this time of the day. Should get straight down. And it's down towards Howley Lane it was going, so if you know Warrington, you know whereabouts I'm talking about. Luckily there is a couple of ways we can get there. as if it's 10 to 3 already. It's gone so quick today. This whole week has gone quick as well. Saying that, I've been off most of the week, haven't I? I've been in yesterday and today. No wonder it feels really quick. It's a really short one. Not too sure yet what I'm going to be doing on Monday. Find out before I finish, I'll let you know. Coming up to Warrington town centre now. That's where it starts getting a little bit more busier. And there's a couple of ways I can get to it. I can either go straight across the roundabout, which I'm thinking about doing, or I can do a right on the roundabout, still following the A49, and then do a left at that roundabout. I'm thinking in a truck it would be easier just to get straight across. Been a while since I drove a truck through Warrington town though. I remember it used to be Blockbuster on there when I was a kid. Let's take the time, get past there nice and slowly. Really nice church, this one, St. Elfin's. And rumour has it, during the Civil War with Oliver Cromwell, there used to be a secret passage going from either directly at the church or the Ring Bells pub, I can't remember which one it was, and it used to go from underground all the way across to the cottage, which is just on the right hand side on the other side of these lights. I'm going to be taking up both lanes because it's quite a sharp left turn I'm going to be taking. And supposedly the cottage used to be one of his hideouts. So then during the Civil War, if they tried to like siege his home or anything, he could do his passage underneath and then claim safety at the church. I could be completely wrong about all this, by the way. This is all like hearsay type of thing. So there's probably no hint underneath passage or anything, but yeah, that's the rumours. That building there, it used to be a curry house, I don't know if it still is. It used to be a really nice Indian. And our client is just around here. Now I've not actually been to their new site, so hopefully I'm going to the right place. I believe it's the big building. Oh, there it is actually, I can see it. Completely different building than what I was thinking of. At least the yard's a lot bigger than their previous place. Arrived there about 35 minutes ago. Unfortunately, there was two trucks in front of me when I arrived, so there's not really much we could have done about that. But finally, we're on the bay, ready to get loaded up, and the time is currently coming up to 20 to 4. Hopefully, get loaded up, leave here for, I'm going to say 10 past 4, back at the yard for 5 o'clock, back to our main yard for, I'm going to say 5:45, give or take, after we've been unloaded at the hub, and then finishing, we've just gone 6 o'clock, which for a Friday isn't really too bad. Don't get to see many of them planes around, do you? One thing I love about these new trailers is how much it glides. There's nothing worse than an old trailer like you got to fight with, either the internal straps. Look at that, I just hold it and it just gently glides across. Same for the curtains as well. Can't beat the classic church bells. Time has just hit 4:15, so I should hopefully be back at the yard for 5 o'clock to start getting unloaded. The church is going off again. I think it's every 15 minutes it chimes. I was debating whether to go through Warrington, but I think the way the traffic was today, I think I might just go back to the yard the way I came. I should miss most of the traffic that way. That's the place I was talking about, the little cottage earlier on. Yeah, Oliver Cromwell, it's got a thing, a plaque on the side of it. I've got to say, in the last, say, 10 years, Warrington's changed so much. Doesn't even seem that long ago when I was a little nipper going out around town. Bloody hell, it's about 20 years ago. Wow, wow, that has gone fast. Really fast, hasn't it? 20 years already. Probably been a good 10 or 15 years since I was out around Warrington last. Used to be a good night back in the day. It's a little bit of a shame now, isn't it? All the pubs and clubs what are closing down. And we're going to be going down Winnet Road, the A49, following it for the M62. And then jump onto the M6, follow that northbound, and then come off for Wigan. Because the roadworks around Ashton, I'm trying to avoid the area as much as I can at the moment. Why does my radio keep turning itself on? Kind of shot myself in the foot there because this car, I'd just seen the back end of their car trying to creep in the blind spot, so I knew if I went forward I would have ended up hitting their car, not seeing it. Nice and quick load up then by Mark. I think it was only about 20 minutes all in all, which isn't too bad really, to put about 27 pallets on. Made it back to the yard for 5 o'clock. Curtains drawn and first to get unloaded straight in the warehouse. So that is a job of gooding and what I call a winning on a Friday. All I need to do now is batter my way through Ashton to try and get back to Haydock so I can drop the trailer, park up the unit, and then that is me done for the weekend. And on that note, I am going to call it a day on a video. So thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you are new, and I'll see you again next time. I do normally upload, and I try my best to upload Monday to Friday at 7 PM on YouTube. I am quite regular to be fair, unless I'm off work through sickness or anything, or I'm on a night out, then the next day it'll be like a mega vlog anyway. That's for everybody who's new to the channel, to keep you updated with everything. Yeah, so have a great day, have a great week, and I'll see you again next time. As always, keep on trucking. Bye for now.